Hello, everybody. Here's another session today with Bertland Hope in Jamaica. Let me bring Bertland up online and you'll unmute your microphone and say hello to everybody.
Hello to everybody. How you doing?
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everyone in YouTube world as well.
Yeah, I look forward to our sessions. So, what is going on?
Well, I sent you an email about what I've been doing last week, and I'm sorry.
You know what? Let me point out to the people is I've pasted that into the description of the video. So you can actually scroll down below the video and read that yourself. So let's see. Cal, I'll start out and we can do a prompt and response. So on the 7th, I think that was like Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. He said, I sent an email. I got a new client. I'm so excited.
Yes.
All right. You want to start with that?
Okay. All right. So that new client was somebody, and I never he called me back and told me that his son said that he's going to now take him a laptop. So he's not going to require my services to fix that computer. So I'm hoping that he requires my services to set him up on that new PC. So,
okay, well, let's back up. That's where it stands right now. They're not needing your services now, but tell us how that came about. Where did that contact come from? And
okay, his name is Lloyd.
Go ahead.
His name is Lloyd McLean. He's a friend of Jaipur. He's a member of the board of directors of Jaipur. He basically advises on financial things, and so he's an inventor. He does inventions. So like, I think he built a parachute for the plane, and he does natural resources. So like, he has a quarry where he does like I think it's limestone. He does limestone, but he has a computer. So he comes to the office, and he knows me personally as somebody that deals with computers. We've been in discussions before. So
this was through a personal contact.
Well, it's through work.
Yeah, but this is not through your marketing efforts. So this is through word of mouth, what we call networking. It's fair to call that networking. It's through your contacts and somebody that you actually know directly. Okay, so we had a conversation before we went live about original sound through Zoom.
Yes.
And I told you about a feedback noise that I'm getting occasionally. So I did just get it a couple times. Are you on original sound now or not?
It says off.
Says off. Okay, so turn original sound on, and then we'll go from here and see if I get any more of that. Okay, very good. So that's really what I was interested in, was where that potential new customer, new client came from. So that's valid. That counts. That's another notch for all of the potential. Well, for all of the exposures that you get. Meaning your advertisements and your contacts and and everything. All of those are exposures of people having an opportunity to become aware of you.
Yes.
Some of them will become initial contacts or initial conversations.
Yes.
Of those, a smaller percentage of them will actually take the next step to starting to become a client. Out of those, a smaller percentage will actually complete the task with you and be a completed job. So each piece of that phase, how much exposures you're getting is an important thing for us to talk about. When you get an initial contact, it's important to focus on where did that one come from? How can we get more of that? How can more of the people in your sphere of influence become aware that you are trying to provide IT support services outside of your normal job? So ways to get that word spread around more, it would be a useful thing to consider and look at and take action on.
Exactly. I agree with that, because I did ask him to refer me now. Everybody that speaks.
Okay, I got to do an AVD check. Okay, my watch has to come off. For those of you who don't know, there's reasons behind that. Let's see. Aaron already said AVD good chat. And so does that mean, also I'd like to ask for the chat room a sound balance, the volume for Bertland compared to the volume for me, because I saw the volume on my settings was a little bit low on my side. So give me a audio balance check if either of us are low. Okay, so then going back to look at your next comment. You did an email this morning to me. Instagram, I have not reached out to any contacts as yet. I dropped the ball on this one. By the time we go live, I should have reached out to a few principals. And okay, so let's take that one there before we go on to the next thing that you said. Anything to report there?
Yes, so I went on Instagram this morning and I was sending out back messages to schools. I was trying to get to the principals and I sent messages to the schools. I basically said, hi, Bertland Hope, your quick question. Who do you contact when you have issues with your computer? Out of, let's say I sent 20 messages, out of the 21 person responded. And when the person responded, I asked them, they said they have somebody in-house that does it and the students assist as well. And then I asked them to refer me to somebody who would need my service. So I'm still doing milling. I'm still grinding at the mill.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Gary, Ada, and Aaron for confirming the balance is good. All right. So that covers that subject. And I also want to point out, good on you to admit right up front that I've not reached out to any contacts as yet. I want you to just be honest and open with us. Some weeks you're going to make more progress than others. So, but you just saying that has a psychological effect on yourself. Because as you're going through your week, Wednesday or Thursday comes along and you're realizing, what am I going to report this time? Do I feel okay with saying I have not reached out to any contacts yet again? So it's not about us, meaning me in the chat room, putting pressure on you, but it's you psychologically within yourself, keeping yourself on track and focused, knowing that you've got to admit to us or report to us what you're doing. And it's a way for you to have a support system that you're accountable to. But understand you're always in control of it. And that's really important to do because it's you that's going to make this succeed or fail by the choices that you make. And it's okay if you have to do a little maneuvering to change directions now and then. That's normal. But anyway, I just wanted to give you kudos for stepping up and just admitting that right off the bat. So then the next thing you say here in the email this morning is Wazuh, Security Information Event Management. I don't think you're actually trying to say what's up.
No, actually that's the name of the application.
I figured. So what are you telling us about there?
Oh, because last week we were talking about the security with Windows performance monitoring, and I was saying that we were talking about artificial intelligence. Well, this thing is one of those platforms. It's open source. They have a virtual appliance. You can just download it and implement it in a virtual box and have it up and running. Put agents on your client on your workstations in your office or in your domain or in your environment. And what it does, it actively monitors the computer system for compromise. So let's say, for example, somebody edits some permissions on a file. It can tell you that granular detail. It can also tell you if malicious software is on the computer. It can tell you if the computer is getting attacked, if it's going to malicious websites, if malware is on it. It can tell you a lot of stuff. And it does it without you having to spend that bag of time, as I was telling you with Windows, the pattern.
Oh, you're freezing up a little bit. You're frozen. Hello. Okay, I'm hearing you once in a while a little bit. There, maybe you're back.
Say that?
Okay, keep talking. You're moving now. Go ahead and talk.
I went away a while ago?
You did.
Oh my.
You did.
I'm sorry about that, everyone. What was the last thing you heard?
Well, you were telling us about Wazuh and how it handles it for you. You don't have to manually go in and do things with it. And then we lost you for probably about half a minute or more.
So,
Might
okay,
have
so
been less than.
basically, yeah, it's like okay. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I'm in a different location today, and yeah, so I don't really control the internet over this side.
All
But
right.
what I'm trying to say is that Waza is basically a good tool to use in your environment, if you want to do active security monitoring, event monitoring,
Okay.
right?
Is it typically for corporate clients?
No, you can use it at home. You
Oh,
can have
okay.
it at home. If you have computer at home, you just load up VirtualBox, download the OVA, import the appliance, start it up, and then you go log into it with the IP address that it gives you. It's a web appliance, you log into it. Then basically you download the client, the agent for your operating system, so you have for Windows,
All right.
Linux, and you take it from there.
Okay, very good. So then, and just to let you know, that feedback thing that we were talking about, I am still getting that. So we haven't found a solution for that. But I think only I'm hearing it. So let me know in the chat room, are you hearing any kind of a weird audio feedback? Usually happens when I start speaking after Bertland was speaking for a little while. I think I only hear it because he doesn't hear it. Oh, and it says, let's see, Gary says voice is not matching his face. So is that Bertland's voice isn't matching his face or mine or both? And let's see. Oh, Aaron says he can hear the feedback sometimes. Gary says yes, feedback. So that is a thing that's happening. All right. Blackwatch, I think that's the first time I've seen Blackwatch in today's chat. Hello. Good to see you. And everyone else, of course. So then Gary's asking, Bertland, are you still looking to work with schools during the summer? So maybe during the summer. All right. He might have missed the part where you contacted principals or reached out to principals today, but he's actually asking about working with schools during the summer.
Yes. I'm open to that. That is actually a very good idea right there. That is a very good idea right there.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. It might be there might be more openings for you in the summer. Maybe if the IT is less available. However, IT probably is, I don't know, might be a year-round job. Kind of depends upon whether the IT support, the in-house IT support they're using is actually on the school calendar,
Mm-hmm.
and having time off. So anyway, that might be another angle to ask the question. Sure. So let's see, voice. Let's see. I see some yep and yeses, and I'm not sure if I got an answer about whether the audio and is syncing to lips. If that's a problem for Bertland or for me or for both. So maybe if somebody could give a more clear response to that in chat, I'd appreciate it. So then the rest of your email is about your house sitting for your mom. I just think that is so cute. The word mum, those of you with it comes from a British influence, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
to call mum.
Yeah.
This weekend is her birthday. She went to the country. Me and my dog hanging out. Is your dog close enough to the camera to show us your dog?
He's outside. I'll have to turn it around. I don't know.
You
But
don't have to if you don't want to, but
no, it's not. Don't want it. I would have to turn. I can turn it around.
all right.
Switch off the
Oh,
background.
you're outside even, aren't you?
Yes. Change filter.
Oh yeah, because you have the background blurred.
Yeah. So none, and then boom. Hey, bipolar. It's hard to see. You see, guys?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Way over there, about
Yeah.
a little bit to the right. Now he's behind the plant,
Yeah. What happened?
outside the
You see
fence.
the birds, and a lot of birds outside. I had to put him outside because he sheds a lot. I showered him this morning and he's shedding all over the place.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Put him
you're all
outside.
dressed up. We don't need him
Yeah.
shedding on your nice clothes.
Not even that alone. Anywhere he goes, like anywhere he goes right now, I'm shedding.
Yeah.
Just shedding. I put him back outside to keep that from happening.
All right.
Because mommy will come and go.
Yeah, that's okay. Then, so I see. Let's see. Blackwatch. Nope. Mom was Scottish. So did Mom originally come from Scots rather than British? Man, I don't know. Aaron says audio sync is good for Doug. Bertland syncs sometimes off, but believe that it's his internet. So that makes sense. Yeah, your internet probably makes it off a little bit. Okay. Yeah, my microphone, I actually have about 172 milliseconds delay programmed into it in order to get it to synchronize properly.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was rewatching one of my recent videos, it looked like it was off a little bit again. So
yeah,
I might have to check on it.
Okay.
So anyway, we got through your email. Did you have anything else to report or discuss?
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody know about this thing called tools for Instagram is our way. I wanted to automate because I'm spending a lot of time on Instagram trying to get to the persons I want to get to, and I want to automate getting to them.
Okay.
What I want to do is there's this thing called tools for Instagram is a bot, is a Node.js bot. It's on GitHub, so it's open source. And it's very popular. It's not popular in the sense that everybody would know it, but you can use it to automate a lot of your interactions. So you can use it to view stories, you can use it to upload content, you can use it to message people. Okay. So I want to use it to view stories, reply to stories, and also send messages. So like it come on like once a day in the morning and just run some automations on it. So actually have that downloaded. I'm going to be working on that today to get that out. Okay. It's Node.js. It's on GitHub. It's called Tools for Instagram.
Okay, so did you start that by saying that you were asking the chat if they have experience with it, or just sharing information for somebody who might be interested? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that level of Instagram yet. I have a connection with another YouTuber that I think has been professional social media marketer, and I'm intending to probably be talking with him tomorrow, I think. I'd like to find some very quick, simple, easy extra piece that I could put out my content or advertisement for my content on other social media without really having to get into it.
Yeah.
Because every time I have tried to go figure it out myself, I just kind of get lost in a maze of not understanding it. So I'm going to be reaching out to somebody who actually, I think, professionally advises on that for businesses.
Okay, great. Ask him. Well, you don't need to ask him about that tools for Instagram thing. He'll be suggesting.
Tools for Instagram. Yeah. So I'm making a note to myself. Tools for Instagram for helping with making contacts with people or automating contact.
It's automating most of the actions. It can automate most of the actions. It's in Node.js. And the reason why I like the Node.js, it's like very lightweight on the system. Like you won't even feel it running. And Node.js can run on anything, Windows, Linux.
Okay, so when you're saying Node.js, that's Node.js, as in Node JavaScript.
Node, N-O-D-E.
Oh, Node, N-O-D-E.
Node.js. It's a scripting language.
I recognize it. I have come across that term. I've just never done anything with it to really.
No problem.
To even have recognized it when you were saying it.
No problem. It's JavaScript. I think Google have something to do with that JavaScript. They turn it into JavaScript, and they turn it into something that you can have it without a browser. Like Google is so amazing. Google turned that thing into something that you can now use it to code
Okay.
applications. You can have the server side and the client side on your machine. So because JavaScript is a browser-based like scripting language, but now they turn it into something that you can like create applications out of it. It's really amazing.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Taking a look back at chat, Black Watch. Face and voice good now, but my ears are wiggling. So something we did are causing him a problem with his ears, I guess. And then Blackwatch also says his mom was Scottish, and my family has Irish
Oh, great.
in the background, and some other European sources too. But Irish is the only one that we really that I remember hearing relatives with a thick Irish brogue. My mother's father had a really thick Irish brogue, and that's where that direction in the family comes from.
The Irish broth is the accent, you said?
Yeah. I'm using the word brogue. I think that's a correct word, and it's just to say that it's really, really thick. How hard to understand him when he's speaking English.
Okay, cool.
So then Gary Weisenberger, the OpenJS Foundation, is who developed Node.js. That totally fits with my vague understanding of that whole area.
Thanks.
All right. So anything else for us to talk about?
Yeah, I just must want to tell you congratulations on your YouTube success right now, dog, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of got a big bump lately when I did that Windows 10 video. I'll go look and see
Windows 11 or 10?
Oh, Windows 11. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's at 13,421 views now, which is prior to that, my highest videos. I had two videos that were almost 7,000 each, but those weren't on computer topics. Those were on the economic stimulus cards. I did some videos on those, and they kind of got real popular because they were being searched.
Yes.
So anytime I do a video that has a high search potential, that's when it gets a lot of views. And then that was the same thing for the
Windows 11.
The way that you found me was a blue screen of death.
Yes.
That Windows update. And so that one, by comparison, a paltry 1,183 views currently. So less than 10% of what this Windows 11 video did.
Windows 11.
Yeah, so then also my subscribers, for a long period of time, I was stuck right around 580 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that Windows 11 speculation, it's now 779. So that's 200, added 200 subscribers in response to that. So that's cool. So I've got, we had almost a new potential for you today. We were almost going to hit you with a quiz today. Yep, it was going to be a pop quiz. But it didn't happen.
Why not?
It's going to happen tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
So Jason Laster, and this I'm letting the chat room know and anyone else who watches the video. Jason Laster sent me an email, I think it was this morning, about a computer problem that he has. And so I responded to him, and one of the alternatives I suggested to him that we could do is that he could come on the Zoom session with you and I today, and you could interview him and ask him about the problem and see what you could do about solving his problem.
Yeah.
That didn't work. That didn't work because
Jason?
he wasn't available today.
So tomorrow.
So tomorrow we're going to do that. So you can be in the chat room. I mean, maybe even you want to come in on Zoom.
Yeah.
If you'd like to
Yeah.
Conduct the interview with him, because the way I want to start out is I want to let you and the chat room see the text of his email. I'll post it into the channel, the scheduled session.
Yeah. Yes.
So I'll probably schedule that today.
Okay.
So anybody that wants to could go to my channel page today and read that email and start formulating your ideas of how you would go about troubleshooting this. And so then tomorrow we'll let you and the chat, kind of guide that troubleshooting. Now, it's not going to be live troubleshooting, unfortunately, because Jason's environment inside the apartment is just not going to work. There's too much noise to actually be on Zoom with us. So he'll be on Zoom with us. Last week he was in his car because there was too much noise outside of his apartment.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be conversation. You'll be able to ask him questions. He'll give you feedback. And then between what you tell him and what the chat room tells him, and then if there's anything else that I want to add to that, I'll add it after everyone else has had a shot at it. And then he'll go do the work. And then he'll report back to us either next week or maybe sometime during the week. But we're probably not going to hear back from him until the following Sunday. So let's see. I know there's been several things happening through chat here. So let's look at this. Gary said Windows 11 a couple times. That's probably because I misstated Windows 10 for my video. Blackwatch says, top of the morning to you, Doug. Thank you. And same to you. Gary says, don't get mad at me, but how do I get free money? Don't get mad at me, I'm sure, but how do I get free money? Okay. There's a piece of hardware you can buy that attaches by USB 3.0, and it has an electrical port that you have to connect to. And then you put in a special size paper, and that actually prints dollar bills. So that's how you get free money. JK, JK, JK. All right? Just kidding. I don't know where that comes from. All right. Aaron says it only takes one video. Oh, I think he's referring to that Windows 11 video that really took off. You know what? I'll make another comment about that. That did pick up a lot of views for me, and it picked up a lot of subscribers. Now, you might notice I never ask for people to click the subscribe button. I have a philosophy about that. If somebody's watching my video that is really the customer I'm trying to reach, I think they're going to want to click the subscribe button of their own accord, and they're going to be knowledgeable enough about YouTube to do that. What I don't want is I don't want people to click the subscribe button just because they want to be nice, they want to be kind, but they don't really intend to watch a lot of my videos. I have a theory, it's my idea, that if people subscribe and then don't watch the videos, I think that's a negative meaning to YouTube's algorithm. So I'd far rather just let people click subscribe when they choose to. So let's see. Let's get back.
Fair reasoning.
Pardon?
That's fair reasoning.
Yeah. Okay, so Blackwatch, nope, now just Windows to Gary. I think he's replying that he thinks it's just going to be called Windows. And then Aaron, that's a great idea. Doug, I think he's talking about the troubleshooting thing tomorrow. Ada Rivera, that's great. Look forward to that session and seeing Bertland in action. And then Blackwatch, yeah, one video and they threatened to blackmail me with it. Oops, yeah, you mean Doug. Is talking to Aaron. Okay, that's the, okay, I'm not going to try to decipher where I misunderstood that, and I did. And then, yeah, Bertland saying thanks to Gary. All right, and for those who don't know, Guard Tactic in the chat room is Bertland. All right, so I think that's going to be fun tomorrow. Now, there is a possibility that Jason might have fixed the problem before tomorrow's session.
Okay.
And if that's the case, I'm going to tell him to not tell us that until afterward. I want him to let us go through the experience and the exercise of the troubleshooting activity, because that's really, I think, where the value lies. And if he's able to tell us the solution during that session, I think that's all the better, because we just get an answer right then what it actually was. So then, let's see. Gary's replying to Blackwatch about Microsoft Build, Windows 11 screen, just a name. We'll tell you whatever it's called, it runs fine here, 33,000 users. I'm guessing that he's referring to the users that are currently on the Insiders Preview Edition. And in saying that that runs fine, you're assuming that that is what Microsoft is referring to as what's next for Windows. They haven't told us when that's coming out. The potential exists. They could be announcing what's next for Windows, and the date for that is 2022 or 2023. So whatever's in the Insider's preview right now, I don't think we're really assured that that's going to be what they're referring to as the next edition of Windows. There's a whole lot of speculation. Some people believe it is because of that code name that was accidentally released and so on. But anyway, we could speculate that till the world falls apart and still not be right.
I just realized it's still on my VPN.
Say again?
I just realized that I'm still on the VPN. I don't know if. Yeah.
Oh, you're on VPN?
Yeah, I was doing some stuff at work. So.
Okay, so the VPN might be slowing you down and causing you some speed issues.
We'll have like a really serious fiber connection at work.
All right.
A serious fiber at work.
All right. Well, are we ready to call this a wrap?
I don't have anything else to add. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I'm good. And we're caught up with chat, so I'm going to assume that we're ready to go. Oh, Gary says we do not use Insiders. We get straight from Microsoft. Oh, okay, because, they're a corporate environment. And so is he saying, are you saying, Gary, that you believe that you have this next edition of Windows already and it's working well? That would be weird. Microsoft Windows 11 show up. Okay. Very not so private network. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and call that a wrap, and see you again next week for your session, but perhaps see you again on Zoom tomorrow. Yeah. Now, don't come into Zoom until I invite you in. I'll start out with Jason, and then at some point we'll invite you to come in, but just be on the ready. Okay, I'll be in the live. I'll watch the live. Yeah, be in the live stream, and be sure you have your VPN turned off, so hopefully you'll get better functionality then. I just turned it off a while ago and I realized that it dropped. I disconnected while we were talking. Yeah, you just kind of got a little fuzzy and weird there moment. Okay, so that's it. We'll say goodbye. Thank you, everybody in chat room. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's the usual time for Jason, which is 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's 2 hours earlier than we started today with Bertland. Yes. If that helps you do your time conversions wherever you are at. And one quick thing also, I'm going to be in the same location tomorrow. Okay, very good. You'll be here tomorrow. They're still going to have you in the corner of the room there? You look like you've been disciplined in the corner. Nah, no, you're outside. It's my favorite spot. This is my favorite spot to work. Right? All right. Nice little spot. All right. Go ahead and mute your microphone for me, and I'll come back to you in a moment after I end the video. Let's see. Let's switch over to this button, and there's the email address if you want to reach out to me for anything. As I've told you recently, I do have plenty of room in my weekly schedule to do some more live streams. I just need people to step forward and pitch something that they'd like to do, either for me to help with your computer issues, or you want to show us, talk to us about something that you enjoy on your computer, or whatever it might be. Send me an email and we'll put it together. So we'll see you all tomorrow. For those of you who can join us, have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.